It's time for another Sharing Christmas Goodies video, and today is Mimi's Chex Mix. This is my family's favorite. And here are the things that you're going to need. You're going to need some Chex Mix cereals, Cheez-Its, some pretzels. I like to put Cheerios and potato sticks in mine, and then mixed nuts and peanuts. And the sauce is made with Worcestershire sauce, seasoning, salt, and butter. Very, very easy to make, but my family loves it. You need 2 nice sized baking roasting pans. I got these from Dollar Tree and they're a little bit too small, so I'll get them from the grocery store next time. But I've mixed all of the cereals, dumped everything in a big pot, given it a stir, and now I'm going to divide it into these 2 pans. Now I did use wheat Chex this time instead of rice Chex, and it turned out just as good. But basically you can use 2 of the Chex Mix cereals. Corn and rice is what I prefer, but I used my rice on the Christmas Crunch mix that my granddaughter and I made earlier. So you just give it a good stir, mixing everything together, and now I'm going to be adding in the nuts. And I have 1 canister that I purchased at Sam's Club, and they have the best price right now on nuts. So I'm just going to divide this in half, pour it in, and then I'm going to divide that peanuts into half. And again, the best price that I've found for these nice big size containers is Sam's Club. You may be able to get these at Walmart. I really haven't looked there. So everything goes in the pans. I'm going to give it a nice stir. Make sure everything is incorporated. And then we're going to work on our sauce mix. Okay, for the sauce mix, I'm going to take 1 stick of butter. I'm going to use Worcestershire sauce, and Lea & Perrins is my favorite Worcestershire sauce. But I'm going to melt this stick of butter in the microwave. And I use 1 recipe per pan, so I will be making this sauce mix twice. After it is melted, I am going to add in 2 teaspoons of the Lowry seasoning salt and a 1/2 cup of Worcestershire sauce. Now I tried it at 1/4 cup and gave it a taste test, and I'm like, I need a 1/2 cup. I like Worcestershire sauce. I like the taste of it, so I'm going to go ahead and put a 1/2 cup. Yeah, it needs a little bit more. But this is all I put in my sauce. I know a lot of other people put onion powder and garlic powder and other things, but my 2 sons are adamant that I make it the same way. I'm not allowed to change the recipe at all. So now, once I've got it all mixed up, I very quickly pour it over the Chex Mix, and then I'm going to immediately start stirring because you want to get that all through and incorporated into all of the Chex Mix. You don't want it just to sit on one area, because then it will get soggy. So I'm just stirring and mixing and mixing and stirring, and then I will make up another batch of the sauce mix to put over on the other tray. So this recipe makes a good amount, and I will again make this closer to Christmas because I give it as gifts. Okay, I have my oven preheating at 250, and I always put a pan underneath to catch any loose Chex Mix. And I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes. You're going to bake this for an hour, but you need to stir every 15 minutes. So the 15 minutes is up. I'm just going to pull this out and give it a good stir. You want to bring the bottom up to the top Mix everything around. And we do this every 15 minutes for 1 hour. All right, it's baked for 1 hour at 250, and it smells so good. Now you're gonna need to let this cool for a good hour, couple of hours. You want it completely cool before you bag it. And I usually put mine in Ziploc bags, but I saved the peanut in the mixed nuts container, and I've got them all cleaned up, and I printed a label off of Canva, and so I will glue this label on, and then that's a nice gift. Fill this with some Chex Mix and give this as gifts. Put a ribbon around it. It's so nice. But I did this. It says Merry Christmas Mimi's Chex Mix, a family tradition. I've got that. So I will be giving 2 of these away. I'm going to make one more batch like a few days before Christmas, because there are a lot of people that like this, and I give it to them as Christmas presents. So this is a good way to recycle these containers so you don't have to throw them in the trash. Anyway, I hope you give this recipe a try. It is a great Christmas treat to share with others. And don't forget our hashtag sharingchristmasgoodies. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about this mix, just leave those in the comments below. I'll be glad to answer. Thank you, and have a very Merry Christmas. We'll try some. So good. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and also check out my hashtag Sharing Christmas Goodies playlist for many more recipes, and there are more to come.